All right, y'all. What's up? So today we're going to be going over the recently announced DLC for Age of Empires 4. This is kind of different from the videos I usually make, but honestly, I would like to make videos based off everything that evolves around the game, and not just Age of Empires 4, but like uh everything Age of Empires, and just kind of the whole RTS strategy in general. I like RTS games; they always will hold a special place in my heart. But anyways, back to this. All right, so we're just gonna take a look at the DLC. We're just gonna just read along, see what's new, see what to expect. See if we can, look at some new units that they have advertised for us. So I went to public school, so my reading level might be way below yours, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Let's get into it. All right, so prepare to mark and I already messed up. Prepare to embark on an epic journey with Knights of Cross and Rose, the newest Age of Empires 4 DLC, set to release this spring. While we're still putting the finishing touches on this exciting release, we wanted to pull back the curtain and provide an overview of what you can expect from Knights of Cross and Rose. Whether you're a seasoned strategist or newer to the series, this DLC delivers rich, historically inspired content that can be enjoyed across a variety of modes, including two variant civilizations. Okay, the Knights Templar and the House of Lancaster, which the DLC is named, get a fresh look into the opportunities afforded with variant civilizations, allowing us to deeply expand upon the concept. All right. Key features to look forward to. Two new variant civilizations. Okay. Knights Templar and the House of Lancaster. I'm assuming these two dweebs right here. 10 new maps for skirmish and multiplayer. That's massive. All right. So, of course, new civilizations are massive, but honestly, so are the maps. The maps matter a lot. And right now, in the ranked pool, I'm not a big fan of the maps that are in the ranked pool for teams, at least. Solo's different. I mean, they got some alright ones, but the the ranked ones, good lord, we need something else. All right, new game mode, historical battles. I'm assuming that is solo, and I understand there's a lot of people that do play solo. Personally, I don't. I don't really play the single player. Uh, on games on games like this, I will say. But I mean, if that's what you like, hey, dude, that's what you like. Um, I bet it's honestly probably really cool, and I should probably get into it, but I just haven't. Okay, so we got a picture here. Let's see what new units we can look at if there's anything new. So from what I can see here, I'm assuming these are the so these look like longbowmen. Okay, that's what these guys look like, and these dudes look like a variant of some spearmen. With except they look like they're holding the weapon that the what is it called that the militia that Roos has. They look like they're holding that same weapon. I don't know what it's called. Would a halberd be the name? Is that the correct term? Um, I'm gonna take a guess, but that's kind of what it looks like these dudes have equipped. I mean, and we're gonna call them longbowmen. They're definitely not dressed up like normal English, but the bows are they're not small, so they're not short bows like every other civ has. They look like normal longbows, but dudes are in different armor. So I'm gonna assume that this is the English one. Now, before I just read everything else, I'm gonna just I'm assuming this is the House of Lancaster. These are the Templars. Okay, that's pretty given because Templars. People think of Templars, they think of the Crusades. The Crusades. Now, yes, while it is a bunch of European nations, it is mainly French. French contribute the most. Okay, if you think I'm wrong, look it up. Do a little bit of research. Now, I was wrong at the time. I've thought my entire life that it was mainly the English because I've always thought the Crusades, their symbol, their flag, looks like an English flag. So I've always assumed it was with the English. But till a few months ago, I found out it is actually the French. The French contributed the most. Now, English was still up there, but mainly English. Okay. So, but we already have an English, I meant a French variant civilization, John d'Arc. While I'm assuming with these longbows, we don't have an English uh, uh, variant. And these dudes look like longbows. So I'm assuming, House of Lancaster is going to be a English variant. I'm sorry, I'm struggling with my words, but um, now, okay. Okay. We're just gonna keep reading. We're just gonna keep reading. See what else we got here. All right. Well, base civilizations like the English and French allow us to explore a broad range of human history. Variant civilizations provide a unique opportunity to dive deep into specific moments in time and unearth the stories within. This is a design philosophy the team believes in, and with Knights of Cross and Rose, the team was able to expand upon this concept with feedback from the community fresh in mind. One thing we heard loud and clear for players is the importance of staying true to history as much as possible while still presenting fun gameplay mechanics, even with variant civilizations. With that in mind, we're given the Knights Templar and House of Lancaster a more direct civilization treatment. Okay, I'm gonna pause right there for a second. I feel like that means that they're going to be variant civs, but not. But they're trying to make them more of like like stand out more. Like the Order of the Dragon and HRE, their landmarks are the same. They play completely different, but their landmarks are similar. They do share some similarities, but with HRE, you're more tanky and everything's more expensive. They both have really good economies, but there's clearly a different play style between both the civilizations. But you can tell that Order of the Dragon is a variant because it's what it does share in common with HRE. Okay, I'm assuming that's what that means. It get more of a civilization treatment instead of more of a variant treatment. But hey, this is just my speculation. I'm not a genius. I do not speak to any devs. Anyways, we're gonna continue. Drawing inspiration from the moments in time, these well-known groups inhabited and aiming for a high level of authentic, authentic, authenticity as much as possible. I know what that word means. I just struggle to read it. I promise. All right. Not only are we leaning more into history as our compass, not only are we leaning more into history as our compass when it comes to overall design, but we're also packing in more content. More content. All right. These variants bring with them even more unique units, upgrades, and abilities to ensure that they stand out from their base civilization in meaningful ways. In the case of the Knights Templar, there are no shared traits, bonuses, units, or upgrades between them and the French civilization. Okay, well, so then, okay, so, all right. So before I start on the next paragraph and look at these pictures, there's no shared traits. So that's what it means by giving them more civilization treatment. All right, their treating is at its own, but keeping it historically accurate. The reason they're even bringing up the French in this is because historically, the Crusades slash Templars, whatever you want to call them, are mainly French. So that's why they are. That is the reason that I believe that they are. It's a variant, but it's not a variant. It's a variant as in it branches off of them in real life, but it's not a variant as in game wise. They don't want it to play like them. I'm assuming that's what that means. No, that's just what I think. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't. That was a Sprite opening. If you heard that, all right. I need something to wet my whistle. Good lord, that was tasty. All right, we're gonna hope I got that right. Okay, but I don't know why they would even bring up the fact of saying it's a variant. Like they could have just said we got one new civilization and then one variant civilization. That would have basically made as much sense, or made more sense to me personally. All right, well, the Knights Templar. So here, I did share a post about this, having this picture of this the fortress, the feudal age fortress that they're supposed to get. We're going to take a closer look at this. Okay, so here, okay, we have three different types of horses, cavalry, as you'd say. Which, so yeah, okay, there's the feudal age fort, castle, fortress. What do you want to keep? Well, good lord, I can keep is the name I was thinking of, but I could not get it out. And then three types of cavalry units. These are definitely knights right here, and I would say these are definitely horsemen, but they they hold their weapons differently. I can't even really tell what these guys are. The picture quality is not too good, honestly. But these are definitely horsemen, and these are definitely knights. Still not sure about these, but anyways. And then, am I dumb? There we go. Good lord, it was not working there. Okay, these guys are definitely the Templars. You can see the crosses on them. Uh, there's also the French's crossbows are back here. I'm sorry if it doesn't look very well. I don't know how to zoom in on this. I'm using a new browser than I usually am. I got rid of my old one and I haven't figured out how to zoom in. But these the arbitrators. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't. I'm not a French player. I know what they are, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to pronounce the word. The crossbowman with the shield, the pavis. That's what it looks like it's in the back with these the Templars in the front, and then uh the knights in the very front of the in front of the Templars. Okay. Anyways, the Knights Templar, a well-known historical group, were neither a state nor a kingdom as a military order. They were compromised of individuals from a variety of nations. This unique situation allowed our team some degree of creative freedom when exploring how to best represent the Knights Templar in gameplay. While their unit roster is powerful, it's the Knights Templar's unique recruitment system that we believe will give them a fun strategic edge. Historically, Templar commanderies were established in nearly every European kingdom, acting as a source of power and prestige for the order. With Knights of Cross and Rose, this system is brought to life with the commandery age up system. Okay, so we're getting a new age up system for these guys specifically, in which you can select one of three allies with each age to receive a permanent bonus and unique unit. Did we mention yet that the Knights Templar have a lot of unique units? Okay. All right, lots of unique units. Okay. All right, sounds good. Sounds good so far. Sound kind of OP, honestly. Furthermore, the Templars built a lot, like a lot. Okay, a lot of castles, fortresses, and various fortifications around Europe and the Levant. Thus, the fortress, their unique keep, plays a strategic role in their overall gameplay. Okay, so I'm assuming that they were going to get a buff. I'm assuming they're going to get a buff from their fortresses and their keeps, like a radius around it. Because it's not a civilization that does that. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there is. No, there's not. Okay. All right, right here we got some walls. Doesn't looks like a white tower in the back right there. To me, that looks like a white tower. The English Age 3 civilization. And then over here, it looks like unless this is Imperial Age, these are definitely those longbowmen, firing the fire arrows. And longbowman is in the House of Lancaster, not the actual longbowman that we have right now. But okay. Oh, this is the House of. I didn't even. Okay, so this definitely is the English. I missed that hole right there. But all right, back to the Templars real quick. Okay, giving them a strategic edge in their keeps. I'm assuming that is meaning that the they will get a buff from their keeps. They're gonna get three new in quote allies to age up with. Okay, so the three allies when I think of the Crusades slash Templars, I'm gonna say Crusades every time, dude. I'm so sorry, but I think of England, French, and the Holy Roman Empire. Those are the three main ones that I think of that contributed to the Crusaders. So does that mean we're gonna get like they're gonna be one of our choices every time we age up? Do we get some difference every time we pick one of them, or will the unique unit be from one of the like If you choose French, are you going to then be a cavalry civilization? Like, is that going to be the build? If you choose English, are you going to have like some a longbow buff? Well, to me, that doesn't make very much sense because if you did the one that just plays the House of Lancaster or the English already, if you go with the English playing as the Crusades, and if you go with the Holy Roman Empire, are your man at arms about to just be freaking cracked out the wazoo with also getting buffs from a keep? I don't know if this is what this means. Again, we have nothing set in stone. This is just me, like me using my brain and trying to figure out what's going on. But all right, we'll move on. So, House of Lancaster. The House of Lancaster were key players in two of the most formative wars in European medieval history: the War of the Roses and the Hundred Years' Wars. The Hundred Years' War. The Lancasters were known for their unparalleled ranged tactics on the battlefield and an unyielding patronage of the arts and sciences. Okay, so these are definitely the guys with the longbows. This was the one that we had the pictures of with their longbowmen wearing the funny hats. That's what we're gonna say. Their longbowmen with the funny hats on. Okay, so these guys are also going to be have a. I mean, they can't have the same thing, the same exact. There has to be some differences, right? They would have to like be a little bit more expensive, like cost a little bit more, or maybe they can move faster. Some difference in their longbowmen versus the normal English longbowmen. But anyways, these historical elements inspired much of the gameplay when bringing the House of Lancaster variant civilization to life in this upcoming DLC. Not only does this variant civilization come equipped with a powerful ability called Synchronized Shot, which allows for a wide-ranging volley shot, they're also bolstered by the Manor, a unique building that generates resources. Okay, so the English is going to get a building that gives them passive income. That's what I'm putting together right here. So they're going to have longbowmen with a different ability, and they're going to have a a building that generates passively for them. Okay, I feel like they're going to make the House of Lancaster. They're going to make their troops a little bit better than the regular English, but they're gonna be more of a their civilization is going to be, I'm going to say, harder to get a good eco going than the regular English. Even though you're getting like a house with passive that gets passive resources, for some reason the reason that sounds OP is because usually if you're gonna get a place, if you're gonna get a civilization that gets passive income, you're gonna want to give it to a civilization that is harder to get an eco going. To me, that makes sense. All right, probably completely wrong. But what I'm thinking. While the Knights Templar provides several sleek and wholly new gameplay options, House of Lancaster serves as a departure from their English-based civilization while still providing a generally intuitive playstyle that leans towards defensive strategies. Okay, so I think blue right here is the Templar. Oh, this is historical battles. Okay, this is a different thing. I mean, okay, I still stand with that. Okay. Anyways, so the new single player mode, historical battles, deviates from the traditional narrative focused campaign by narrowing in on select moments in history notable to the Knights Templar and the House of Lancaster. While these historical battles aim to enrich the gameplay experience with elements common to campaign, including storybook style cinematics and voice acting, their vignette quality as standalone missions allowed us to take real history as inspiration for a challenging set of objectives that in some cases put the, put the power to defy history into the player's hands. Some of these battles start in desperate situations that were historical defeats for the armies you'll command, such as the Siege of Safed. I don't know this one. This particular setup begs the question: with your wits and cunning, can you hold back the might of Bibert Baber's army that defeated the Knights Templar? A core element of these battles is that the players are scored and ranked by the performance through an associated medal system, meaning we had to take a fundamentally different approach to the mission design. In the classic campaign format, missions are more linear with a singular focus on describing the actual event. With historical battles, we have filled the maps with secrets, traps, and more to promote exploration. This leads to the battles being puzzle-like in nature, which means that it's not just play once and be done with it experience, but instead a mode that challenges you to optimize your play over repeated attempts. Players looking for an additional level of challenge have the option of unlocking Conqueror mode based on decisions made during this mission. Okay. I don't really know what that means because again, I'm not a big single player, but yeah. We expect this style of content to resonate with a broader audience as it meddles aspects of narrative common to campaigns with the replayability and strategic opportunities of skirmish. Looking forward to hearing what you think of this approach to single player modes. Okay, okay. So far I'm like what I'm saying, right? I do think an English variant would be Civ. I do think an English variant Civ would be sick. That's what I meant to say. I think that's cool. Glad that we're having that. The Knights Templar, which I think is the main, like, that's what everybody's mainly hyped about. No one really understands what's actually going on. Because it's like, they're a variant, but at the same time, they're not a variant. And it's the same as they're a variant, as in, you want to put them under French, historically, if you're just going to throw them under one. But really, they're variants of multiple different civilizations. But okay. I mean, honestly, all we could do is just wait for more news. Wait for more news, see what comes out, and let's just hope that it's a, a good DLC. I'm definitely gonna get it. I would definitely do a review over it. I'll definitely probably post a video tour of me playing as them. Depends if I suck as them or not. Yeah, I'm just playing. But um, I do like what I see. Uh, the 10 new maps I'm hyped about. 2 new civilizations, of course, that's always something to be hyped about. And uh, single player historical battles, that's something to be hyped about. I mean, like, not for me. I mean, I'm glad. I would rather them add something that doesn't affect me than not add anything at all. Because if they add something, maybe that'll draw more players into the game and keep people on the game. And if it keeps people on the game and keeps people buying the game and keeps people playing the game, that means that either one, they will release more content sooner or later, even if that content that they did release doesn't benefit me, or it means that they will release another game and the franchise doesn't die out there. So no matter what, there's only bonuses coming from this. Everything is a positive. That is how I feel about this announcement. But I'm hyped for it. I hope they're good civilizations. Hope they're not too OP, of course. Right now, the Knights Templar, I'm not gonna lie, to me, does sound kind of OP, and I can kind of expect it to. I'm gonna go and take a guess. It'll get several nerfs pretty early on because it's gonna be really good when it first drops. And maybe I'm wrong, but all right, y'all. That's really it. That's today's video. Tomorrow I'll have another video just like usual, watching a casted game. Probably actually gonna watch one of mine's. But if you like Age of Empires 4, if you like going through uh patch notes and stuff like that, let me know. I'll make more videos like this. If there's any more news, I'll make another video over that. If you just want to watch the games with me, then I do that all the time. If you want to see my games, I do that sometimes. I try to do it more, but all right, y'all. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you watching. I'd appreciate a like, appreciate a comment, appreciate a sub, comment me something, whatever you want. Tell me you hate my accent. Tell me you hate that I sound like I'm obese. I'm out of shape just from reading this. But tell me that I suck at reading. Hey, whatever you want. All right, y'all. Y'all be careful. Hope y'all do. Hope y'all had a good one, and hope to see you next time. Peace.